Hi, Jeroen here. I want to walk you through how to use the Bildr Explorer plugin and how I use it myself frequently.
Let's click, for instance, on this form, and in this form I have a lot of flows. Let's pick the page binding flow, and now the details are opened for this page binding. If you look on top in the menu, there's this new button, Usage, and when I click on it, you will see a complete list of all the places this flow is used. So it's been used by the page, Bildr Project Explorer, show action type usage. That's actually calling or nesting in this case, the page binding. Same goes for the other show, flows, and it's even used in one of the data listeners. Now, let's just verify one. Show action type usage. In there should be the page binding, and here it is. And then we go to the page binding itself. Let's close this off. Let's pick another one, for instance the pin toggle, see what the usage is there, and then we have the pin and the click. Let's pin this one. It's actually this button that we are seeing here in the click event we just generated, and go to the element, see the pin over here, and now we just can't see the flow that's being called on click. For that we can use this button which moves the plugin out of the way more to the left, so we can actually see what's happening here. Now we can access the events and we see that the pin toggle is used by the click event. Other places that we can use the plugin is, for instance, on elements itself. I know that this page is built up by two sections. It's the no usages found message, and the bottom is about the grid list showing the usage of the item you selected. For instance, I select now the grid list usage grid list, and when I look at the details of this element, I see the usage appear here again. When I click, it will reappear at the place that it disappeared, the plugin, so it's starting now in the middle, and it says that the grid list is used in the page binding for the action show found pages on flows. Now let's see, in the page binding, here it is, and then there's an action show found pages and flows, and here you see that that actual element is used. So now you have a way to also find where you are using elements in flows. Other places that we are able to find usages are in the style classes. In here we have an overview of the style classes, and now I select the display none, for instance. Let's see where that one is used. The detail screen pops up and I see a usage button again. When I click on it, I get a nice list of all the places that this style is being used. Well, the most logical one is that the usage is on an element, so the fill message in this page. Let's look it up. Let's click away from these detail pages. Now we can actually interact again with the studio itself. It was the, let me look up that page, Project Explorer start page, and in the Gumroad fail, in there is this element remove style class, which is actually using that display none. So you can also find usage of style classes not only on elements, but also again where you use them in your flows to manipulate anything. More examples on where this is used are here in the action types. This is a nice way to look up, for instance, where console log is still being used in your project. You know, when you roll out, you probably don't prefer to do all kinds of logging in the console, so you want to remove these console logs. And you can actually get an overview of where it is in your application. I also have 3 places where I still use this action type inside. This is test stuff still, but inside one of the forms inside this project. So that's for actions, really nice. You can use it as a way to, I see this from time to time as a to-do list as well. So when I want to remove these console logs, and let's do that for now because they're not that interesting on these pages. Let me get to the favorite button page. And there was the show action type favorite one item. Let's move this out of the way again. And there's the console log. You can see that it's logging something, some icon. Let's delete this one. Don't need that information anymore. And now instead of going back again to the console log action type and re-asking this list, I can push the refresh button on top and I get an update on where it's currently in use. And I leave the other two for now, so that's for me it's fine like this. Let's close it off. Then on element type, you will find any element. You can find any place that an element is being used. So let me ask for an overview of all the buttons in this project, and I can actually get a list of every page that's using this kind of button. So that might help if you want to change something on these, maybe set a style class or remove something from it. Whatever you want, this could be really helpful to find that specific item, or to identify also element types and anything that's not in use at the moment, so you can delete it if you like. Well, this is how the plugin works at the moment. More to come. I intend to provide functionality for the data collections, the fields of a table. I intend to do that as well for the secrets, for the variables that you use in your pages. Lots and lots and lots of places that we can find the usage for. So I hope you enjoy the Bildr Project Explorer, and hope to get your feedback on it. Thanks so much. Bye.